Welcome to another Moon 610 video. Be honored if you dropped a like and subscribe. I'm just gonna go through and show you some raw footage, and kind of show you what some of these art cards are doing. I made a tremendous boo-boo that I will get into later, giving away some promotional cards. If you guys know me, you know I've given away several charity boxes just to like doubles in the past. I started collecting in like 2021, 2020, somewhere around there again. And there's a couple of cards that I'll show you closer to the end of the video that basically those promo cards have turned from not worth 50 cents a year and a half ago to a year ago to being worth $35 raw, and now even further they are worth like $600, $700 in a PSA 10 as a promotional card. I'm a little bitter, if you can't tell, but that aside, we're gonna have some fun, give you some information, and look at some cool cards. So here we go. First and foremost, I've already looked at this guy. This is Ryu. You guys can see that really good. Right here already. Mine is not exactly the best. It's definitely got some thick borders on that side. I don't know how good you guys can see that. So yeah, right down there you can see the borders. It's thick on the one side, so I think this would probably be a 9, just because it's a very clean card. But maybe an 8 because of how bad the borders are. I don't know. Right here you can actually see the prices for things like that. Raw, the card is worth more than an 8. So would I get this graded? Probably not, because to get it graded would cost me more with shipping for a 9.5. And that's what you could see right here. Like this card, $20 on the top end, $13, $14, and then price charting. These are both credible sources, TCG Player and price charting. You know, it says $18.50 ungraded, and TCG Player always go with that bottom green number. You know, that's only your high end, and then the 13 is like mildly played usually, or light play. But you know, you see that PSA 10 number, you're like, oh, get it graded. You have to know what you're looking at, because I can tell you right there, this card, there's no possible way it could ever be a 10. Not a shot. Not a shot. Alright, so you guys can see that here too. You go over here, TCG Player, Kirlia, it's from Scarlet and Violet base set, $19.45. Ungraded over here, about $23. 2 sales per week. This is all pertinent information you guys can find from these websites. PSA 10, $190 this card would be. The back looks great with the centering and all. It's got a little bit of like a tiny speck of whiting, so, and it's just like on the side. I don't know that it's pertinent to stand out that way, but this card might be worth grading for real. Many of you have probably never seen this card before. This is a secret rare that they put into Evolutions. Specifically, I think it's really cool and wicked and weird. Imakuni's Duo. It's pretty darn clean on the front. I would probably get this graded just to have it. It looks like it could definitely be a 10. I mean, for 78 bucks, 1 sale a week. Why not? I'm looking at this one now. This is my Hisuian Growlithe from Twilight Masquerade. I actually have 2 of these. One is in the binder. The other is right here. This actually looks super crispy clean. Now you see 3 sales per day, just under $60. So you probably buy it for $55, sell it for $55, rebuy it for $50, things like that if you're a trader, if you're a seller. But for me, I would just get it graded if I put that in a personal collection or slabs to have. Really cool card. Also, you got to think about the fact that anything in the original 151 Pokemon, super resellable and always will be, no matter which Pokemon it is. There's always somebody that's going to want that nostalgia. And the Hisuians, even though it's Growlithe and a new type of Pokemon, it's still Growlithe. This next card is a fan favorite, I think, especially among the new age Pokemon fans. Mr. Lechonk. I have him up here. He shall make an appearance as the cute little piggy of Scarlet and Violet there, Mr. Lechonk. He is a beautiful, beautiful pig. My problem with this one is super factory with the borders. super thick on the bottom. I'll be happy if this guy even got a 9, honestly. So he's gonna go right back in the binder. You see there, $4, not a big deal. All right, on to a personal favorite. This is one of those cards that you may not see. It says 1 sale per week. King Gambit itself is an acquired taste. I personally love the shiny. I love like the samurai feel to this Pokemon. If you've never seen him, Pawniard, I don't remember which era it comes from, but King Gambit is like the extension of Pawniard into Bisharp, a new evolution into Scarlet and Violet era. And you can see right there, $114 for a PSA 10. He looks pretty good. Little sussy maybe on one of the bottom borders, but I have a feeling that in the future this card might shoot up. A personal favorite of mine, Larvitar. Just a super dope Pokemon. Obviously, I mean, who doesn't love Tyranitar? Look at how clean the card is. I'm looking at these borders. I don't see a dash of white. There's a tiny little speck. Bottom right, there's one little thing of whiting. Everything else though looks super crispy. I would be honestly appalled if they didn't give this a 10. The whiting might give it a 9.5, so that kind of sucks. But again, Larvitar, fan favorite. Pupitar, Tyranitar, super dope. I would take the chance on that. I would grade that card, especially if I'm doing a group of cards. $75 you see for a 10 right there. I like it. I am looking at this now. This is the Ninetales from Obsidian Flames. Definitely going up in popularity. Ninetales is super popular amongst, well, a lot of people. I was gonna say I heard a lot of women say that they like Ninetales, but I fudge with Ninetales. Super fire, no pun intended. Borders look good, centering looks good. The border's a little thick on the bottom, you can kind of see it's a little dirt, but 9.5 is still 67. And again, it's one of the original 151 Pokemon. I think I'm gonna do my first ever PSA submission, and there's gonna be a bunch of these art cards. One more fan favorite right here, Pachirisu. I personally think that this is super slept on. I did open, now that I think about it, a lot of ETBs when Scarlet and Violet first dropped. The borders look kind of thick at the top, so this might only get like a 9 or a 9.5. The 10's worth $86, as you can see right here. $8 raw. Stood pretty firm from when I pulled it. Such a dope and beautiful card. And what they would call a Pikachu knockoff. You know, Dedenne and Pachirisu, and there's quite a few of them. Morpeko, the evil Pikachu, Morpeko. I'm just gonna throw it in a card saver in general because I don't know. Like, that would be one I might sleep on to bother. But if you collect cute Pokemon, the shiny Pachirisu especially, love that card. Alright, as you can see, I know there are tons of Gloom fans out here, and I'm sure all of them already have this card. This is from Obsidian Flames. These are all like art rare cards. I have 2 of these Glooms. Unfortunately, you can see on both of these, one has super whiting on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see them at the same time, I apologize, but in general, the borders are super thick at the bottom. This one's off-center, left to right. And I can also tell that these borders on the front are off-center. So I wouldn't even give that card a 7. I would just sell them ungraded. And again, I think the point of what I'm doing here, one, I wanted to just make a video and kind of show off some of the really cool artworks that are going on in Pokemon and card collecting with Pokemon. But if you're somebody who's trying to get into the business itself, I think these are great starter points where you can go to conventions. If you're that social butterfly, I am not. I just collect humbly at the home and make content for you all. And these are cards. Look, you could have bought this card probably for like $8, $9, $10, whatever it is, worth right now. And then you could have graded it, and bam, you get yourself a 10, $100 right there. You're profiting up probably close to $70. because you know you got to pay for shipping with grading and all that. But think about that. If you're somebody that is actually into the business, like if you're a hustler, you can go and get it. This might be a way to learn what to look for. Stay with us. There's more to come. This is from Twilight Masquerade. Poltergeist. Again, if you're into cute cards, Poltergeist, Polty, I forget the Evolution line. But these are worth like $3 right now. You can see it says $5 ungraded over there. Little $3 raw on TCG player. One sale a week, about $55. Super off center, going back in the binder. Oh, and LeChonk, he of course got hungry, so Rowlett's filling in and holding it down for a second. A classic, an all-time classic, Pidgeotto. This is from Obsidian Flames. I actually have 3 of these cards. You see these sell pretty well. Again, the green design, the bird, Pidgey. This set specifically mixed with Pidgeotto or Pidgeot itself. Super dope, super collectible. A lot of people are into like sequential numbers with grading too. So if it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 9, 11, and then 9, 12, quote unquote. You know what I mean? People are really into getting those type of gradings back. So imagine having Pidgey at 9, Pidgeotto at 10, and Pidgeot at 11. People love stuff like that. Alright, here's a nice sleeper for you. Look at this, some big money to be made, and I'm actually very happy about this one. You see that it's a very active card, about 1 sale a week, even in a 10, 2 sales a day in the ungraded, 19 to 1850, 1840 on the regular, 1940 over here. I've got 2. These are just, again, my extras and my doubles. This one, super skinny at the top. If you can see the border down here versus here, and then when I turn this around, you can see how skinny the border is at the top, how thick it is at the bottom. It's off a little left to right. And then the only reason I wish it wouldn't have gone in lopsided, but it's in the card saver already, is because this drone is clean. Clean. It is so beautiful. I would be willing to bet $20 that this comes back as a 10. And looking at that $285 price, ooh, that's pretty. All right, well, I tried to pull one over my own eyes real quick. I really like this card just based on the actual art aspect of it. This Tatsugiri or Tatsugiri, however you guys want to pronounce it. You see right here, $16 on TCG, $16.77 ungraded, 2 sales a day, whatever. PSA 10, only $85, but it's a brand new card. Like, you guys can't. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to say about how the market. How much can you say about the market being one of those things where technically anybody, if you know what you're looking for, you educate yourself, you can step in and make a buttload of cash. They are literally creating a brand new market to not be in big name cards, but to sell a buttload of graded art cards. All these art cards that just sit in the middle of the pack. You know, you buy it for $12. If it's gradable, you think it's gradable, $85. You probably profit like 40, 50 bucks. 40 bucks, somewhere in there. And that's solid for a single card to sell. Now, obviously, you might not sell one every day. You know what I mean? But it's one of those risks you take. I tried to bamboozle myself. I was going to take the one that's in my binder and possibly grade that and stick this one back in the binder, but they're both off center. And just a side note, I just thought about that. I just said it to myself. I wonder if this card doesn't shoot up in the future. A lot of the cards with like you know, they have like the Van Gogh Pikachu, and very simply, there are certain styles of cards that are shooting up in value incredibly. And it's kind of cool to see that the artwork itself is making a pronounced appearance for just being art. You know, I think that's the dopest part about all of this. As soon as I clicked enter, that broke my heart because I have pulled one of these cards. I think Armor Rouge and I forget the other form because I haven't evolved it yet in Pokemon Go. Oh, why can't I remember his name? Charcadet. Charcadet's 2 evolved forms, Armor Rouge and whatever it is, I can't remember right now. Super dope Pokemon in my opinion. Cerulege. Super dope Pokemon. I mean, look at this. 2 sales a day. Only 1 sale a month for the PSA 10 is kind of crazy. There's been 19 sales so far. That's just based on eBay. Yeah, let me take a look at that. eBay. High sale 365, 341. Low sale 195. How long ago was that? That was in 2024. But recently, in the last month, there's actually been 2 sales. I think this is really cool. Such a dope artwork in general. It reminds me of like one of Three Musketeers type of Pokemon, you know. You got a sword, defending y'all. Unfortunately, mine is so off center. I mean, that thing probably wouldn't be a 7. So if somebody asked me, like, what's it worth? $8? It says $12 here. I would give that to somebody for like $4, $5. 2 9s. Definitely 2 9s. Maybe one will be an 8, one will be a 9.5. The 9.5. So if you look at that, that 9.5 looks like it's dope. $15 ungraded. Really, really cool cards. Cleffa is just so cute. Such a dope artwork in general. Let me check my binder though. Oh wait. I never made one for Obsidian Flames. Some of you may ask why I didn't put them in the protectors. It's because I'm going to let them accrue. 9.5s might be worth $63, but I don't think I would personally want to put the money in to not get a 10. And those are both not 10s. So even if I would have got they're both off center. So at the end of the day, would I think I'd get a 9.5? Maybe, but a 9, you see the transfer from 9.5 to 9. And that's drastic, and that's very common with a lot of cards. So just know what you're looking for, especially. We're going to do this just for 2 seconds, and I'm going to simply say cards that make me angry. When SIRs, specifically SIRs, are worth Palafin, $3, Reverie, $1, Ice Cube, $2. When cards like that are SAR cards, they're SIR cards, SAR cards. How can they only be worth $1? I hate to hear it. Growlithe left. I think I scared him. I'm sorry, Growlithe. I didn't mean to scare you. Gengar's not scared of nothing. He holds the room down. He will curse you if you come in here uninvited. So I've got something that has come to my attention recently. Before I show you my last 3 cards, something that came to my attention that is literally breaking my heart, and this is now like, for all of you who ever got a charity box from me, you are more than welcome to keep the card. I would never ask for it back. They were donated. But when I tell you that this breaks my heart, because back in like 2021 or 22, I probably bought, and then in 22, 23, and opened several Celebrations ETBs. And this was the promotional card that came in it. This Greninja Gold Star promo card. You see on here it has that 25th anniversary stamp for the Celebrations. This card was not, I'm sure it can probably show you what the stats were. I didn't do the research, but when I tell you a year ago, 2 years ago, when it first dropped, this card wasn't worth 50 cents. It wasn't worth 25 cents, 75, whatever. It's not even $1. And now raw, this card is worth 14 sales a day, it says right here. Almost $30. On TCG Player, $18. I'm saying, bro, like, it's crazy work. That is crazy work. And you can see right here, and it's charting up and down, so don't go directly by its price. This must be insane to get in a 10, because a card that in a year's time has 1,400 times itself in value as a 10. Well, I would say from the raw, not worth nothing, 50 cents to $779.77. Here's your last sales. Are you kidding me? Somebody bought 10s for $1,100? These are the last sales. 510, 680. They're all over the place. 685, 700, $1,175, 1,000, 999, 1398, 1397. These are all. Look, these are all. This was a week ago. A week ago. And the day before that, on the that was all on the 27th. $2,000. Oh no, that was the 10. Okay, that's the regular one. Or is it from the? I don't know. I don't know. Just it. I had like 10 of them. But what I do? I put them in charity boxes and I gave them to you. It's all about the kids, right? I love the community. My heart is broken. I gave these out thinking they're really, really cool, and I'm like, I want to bestow this on other people. I'm not gonna lie, I would have been selfish if I had seen this coming. I think anybody in their right mind, if they were trying to make a little bit of money, I would have just, all of them. Because even that, a 50-cent card at 9.5 or a 9 going to be worth $46, that's like pretty much any of the base set cards, like first edition things. If they come back 10s, they're all worth like $60, $45, $80. Doesn't matter what they are. Like first edition cards, that's so for a promo, that's worth less than nothing as far as what the community and playability, you know, uses. I'm sad. I do, however, know that I have at least one. There's a Celebrations ATV on my shelf right there. Unfortunately, I will never open it because it's, you know, if I had a second one, I might just crack it just to get the promo. I think there might be one in the UPC, but I really can't remember and I don't know. Let's just say I'm extremely sad, and if you have one of these, grade it immediately. Immediately go grade it. Alright, now that I'm done complaining, let's show the last 3 cards before I go cry. For me personally, I just think that this is a really dope card. Fairy is one of those cards that is, you know, iconic in the Pokemon world. I personally always go Clefairy anytime I pull one, doesn't matter what it is. I actually think that mine would probably get a 10. It says $49 right now. I'll just show you. I've had this ever since I pulled it from a booster box about a month ago or so. It's just a regular full art version, and just not the secret rare. And you can see the back of it too. Right now listed at $8.83. There's it's worth like $7.50. This is a promo version because they come in the box too. Literally, I don't see a single difference other than the fact that Clefairy's. Oh no, they're okay. He's raising his hand in this version. This is the regular one. The promo version, he's like sad. Oh, happy Clefairy, sad Clefairy. Happy Clefairy, sad Clefairy. Oh, I kind of want the sad Clefairy. They're cute. But easy 10. I'd put money on that. But this is one of those cards, I promise you, in the next, and I don't, it could be like the Greninja Gold Star promo. It could be worth nothing for 2 years. And in 4 years, bang, $300 card. Everybody's trying to find one. You never know. It's unfair. It's not fair. This is one of my brand new favorites from Destined Rivals. I absolutely love this card. Hydrapple is like, he's an apple dragon. I believe he's leaf and dragon type, which there's only 2, and he is one of them, I believe. Appleton's, I think, the other one. But he just looks like a dope Hydra. It's kind of ironic that he's leaf type, but he's clearly blowing fire out of his mouth. And even more, like, it's funny he's a dragon, but if you think about the fact that he's coming out of an apple, is he not just Caterpie on steroids? Like, this is Jigglypuff and Screamtail, and Caterpie is now Hydrapple. Yes? No? Conspiracy theory. There you go. Right here you see 1 sale per year, $51. I just think it's a really cool card in general. Definitely looks in really, really good condition, so I would bet that that's a 10 as well. Alright, well, I'm going to end this off with the last one, which is Team Rocket's Raticate. I do have one here. This is actually the second one I've pulled. I don't know what I did with the first one. I think I stuck them in a box somewhere. All my recent pulls that are in these sleeves. Destined Rivals, one of the best sets we've had in the last few years. Just in general, the fact that they brought Team Rocket back is amazing. I wish they would make more Rocket sets randomly. You see right here, $9 on TCG, 4 sales a day, normally on price charting. Not very, there's no PSA 10s. It says $85, but as you can see, no sales history. That's a good thing for those of you who might want to be first to jump on this and try to start pushing 10s. Well, there you go. Those are some of my favorite art rares from the new Scarlet and Violet era. This generation's about to actually come to a close. I really enjoyed it. It's been a journey with Pokemon cards already, just collecting for myself. I haven't really moved into the space yet as far as being a seller, but I think that these cards specifically, what do you think? I think if I get 50 likes, I'll do a PSA submission with one of my next couple paychecks, and maybe in a month or so, maybe in a year, I might get my cards back, and we'll do our first graded reveal. What do you guys think? Drop a comment below. Be the light. If you can't be the light, kick button, take names. God bless y'all. Have a great week.